can you put sunblock on a fresh tattoo? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about the healing phases of a tattoo and when the best time is to use that sunblock, as well as I'm going to leave you with a cool tip on the best way to get tattooed. Now, first off, the initial process of a tattoo is the inflammation phase, or the part where your skin gets pissed off from getting a needle stabbed into it. This is where your body is obviously responding to the trauma that's being inflicted, which typically afterwards we get a bandage put on it, right? And a bandage nowadays can be worn for several days, and actually I highly recommend some of the self-adhesive bandages that allow oxygen to transfer through it. But during that process, you want to keep it covered, but you want to protect it. You don't want to put too many foreign chemicals and foreign objects onto it. So when you eventually take off that bandage and it's going through like the proliferation phase, or a fancy word for tattoo cells healing around it and it's peeling, but it's still easy for whatever you put on your skin to get into the tattoo. Now, there's a lot of controversy about sunblocks today, if it's good for you, if it's not. Obviously, sun and excessive amounts of it aren't that great. The more sun you get on your skin, the more skin cells it kills. Now, your tattoo is in the dermis layer, which is just below the epidermis, and when your cells are regenerating and replenishing the epidermis, well, then it's causing a lot of tumultuous action to those ink molecules, which if you're getting constantly sunburnt and constantly regenerating cells, you're constantly attacking those ink molecules. And that's why if you've ever gotten a tattoo and a lot of sun on it, it tends to fade a little bit quicker. So one way to rectify that is to put sunblock on it to reduce the trauma caused from the sun on your epidermis, allowing the ink molecules to be able to chill more, basically. But you don't want to put sunblock, which could potentially have chemicals in it, on your fresh tattoo before it's fully healed. And I meant there was controversy because, some sunblocks have a lot of just random stuff in it that you can't really pronounce. Benzobenylidine, I can't even name it, right? It looks like a paragraph of foreign scientific words. Why do you want that on your body? That's the same thing with your aftercare products. You want to make sure that whatever you're putting on your tattoo is, it agrees with your body. You don't want something to heal your tattoo. You want something to nourish your skin so your tattoo heals naturally. Your body heals itself. So putting a sunblock on a fresh tattoo, there's some risks involved. And really, the best thing you should be doing with your tattoo when it's fresh is keeping it out of the sun. The best type of sunblock when it's healing is to block it, right? Put a short sleeve or a thin piece of cotton over it, depending on the weather, right? You want to be able to keep it out of direct sunlight. And then once the tattoo has gone into the maturation phase, which is a fancy word for healed. Now, once the skin has healed over the tattoo, sure, it's technically healed, but there's several months, if not a year, of full healing, of full maturation, where the tattoo is finally settling into the place where it's going to stay. Do you ever notice how you get that fresh tattoo and it's bright and it's vibrant and it's dark and it's awesome, but then after it heals, it kind of dulls out a little bit? That's because you're looking at those ink molecules through your epidermis. So if you make your epidermis darker, if you get lots of sun on it and get it super tan, well, then it's not going to pop like it would with fair skin. So the best thing to do is keep your tattoo out of the sun until it's healed. And then when it is healed, use your best judgment on using some of the most natural types of sunblocks on the market. But what is that tip I suggested? Well, for one, don't go in the sun. I'm kind of joking, but I have some clients with some amazingly bright and colorful tattoos that they've had for over a decade. And I asked them, what's your secret? What are you doing to keep your tattoo so bright? And they will answer me, I stay out of the sun. So that's the best tip, right? Is to stay out of the sun as much as possible. But you want to go out on the beach. You want to go to the pool. I get it. So once your tattoo is fully healed, not before, not during the healing process, but once it is fully healed, you can put some sunblock on it. The best time of year to get tattooed is the winter time because, you're staying pretty covered, right? You're staying indoors more. You're not exposing your skin and your fresh, flesh wound, which is a tattoo, to the external elements, which will allow a lot better healing. Wait until it's fully healed before you use sunblock, and if you can, wait till wintertime to get those tattoos.